There is always a much better way of saying things. Communication is such an important thing that I don't think most people understand. Your tone, the way you deliver things, the way you explain things matters. When you're talking to people, when you're talking to different people, they will always, no matter what intentions you have, they will always process what you say through their lens, through how they process this world. I want to talk to you about hard work. Before I talk, read these points. I'm going to sit here and not give you an explanation. I hope that's enough time. Life, for the majority of it, is boring. Nobody, I don't care who you are, nobody cares how hard you work. If you don't believe me, wake up at 4:30 and tell me who's going to be watching you. Go exercise at 4:30 in the morning. Tell me who's going to be there with you. The world doesn't care. Society doesn't care. The people around you don't care. It may matter to your family, like if you have a wife, husband, kids, whatever. It may matter to your direct family, but naturally, people don't care how hard you work. People don't care what you, as an individual, what you have to sacrifice. When you want to do and achieve something and you set out on that journey on your own to figure some shit out, you are going to be by yourself. Nobody's going to be there holding your hand. And we have this high expectation that we start working hard, we start sacrificing, people are going to be understanding, people are going to care about us. They're not. The world doesn't give a shit about how hard you're working, how tired you are, how stressed you are, how mentally defeated you are. Nobody cares. This video is about a couple of things. I want to give you a story about when I was unemployed. I remember reaching out to so many people. I recently, this is 2017, to give you some context. I graduated from Columbia University with my master's in education, music composition, whatever. I thought that Ivy League school, I did my thing. I got hit by a car. People were going to care. People were going to be on my side. I took a year off to figure what I wanted to do in my life. Then 2018 came around. I wanted to do some things and, start getting involved. I started reaching out to people. Messages went on read. Didn't take it personal. Then deep into 2018, going into 2019, I'm like, I need a job, right? I had savings. I was bleeding red every single day, meaning every single charge or expense was a red, right? It was in the red. It wasn't in the green. I wasn't running money. I wasn't getting an income. I did not apply for disability or unemployment, whatever you want to call it. It's unemployment, not disability. But you get what I'm saying. Long story long, I remember I applied to something like 200 or 300 jobs. Everything was denied. KFC, McDonald's, Wendy's, you name it, I applied for it. Then COVID happened. And I told myself, man, sometimes you have to understand that people are busy. People are going to be people. You can't take what people do personal. Because if you do, that means that you're going to hold a grudge and you're not going to see life for what it is. So many people left me on red. So many people told me, hey, I'll get back to you. They didn't get back to me. And I remember I used to say on Facebook, look, I am unemployed. I'm trying to find a job. If you got anything, let me know. A couple of people reached out to me. I appreciate those people. But there are some people that I send my resume to. Hey, send me your resume. I got this person for you. Call them, send them a text, nothing. Again, I don't take that personal. I will never forget that I sat in Taco Bell with my mom one day. And I told her, I expressed, my feelings. I told her, I felt like a failure. From 2017 all the way to 2020, I was laying up in my mom's house. I wasn't watching TV. I wasn't gaming. I wasn't sleeping around. I wasn't I wasn't a bum, right? I was active. I was up. I was trying to figure shit out. Not once did my mom ever make me feel less than. Not once did she ever say, "Hey, you need to find a job." Or, "Hey, you need to start paying bills around here." Not once did my mom accost me of, of lacking. And I felt very incompetent because here I'm with the master. I graduated from an Ivy League school. That shit doesn't matter. If meritocracy moved the world, this world would be so much different. But guess what? It doesn't. I will never forget that this right here. I remember from 2017 all the way to 2020, I was bleeding money all the way through. I started a company. I had all these visions, whatever. December 2020, I was down to my last $300. December 2nd, my then boss called me and said, "Hey, I have a job for you. Do you want it?" I took it. December 3rd, I started. That Friday of the first week of December 2020, I will never forget, I got my first paycheck, my first direct deposit in 3.5 years. And it wasn't much. I'll try to find it and post it here, but that's literally what I had. Now I can go to the bank and get money easily from the ATM. We base so much of our importance, of our significance because of this. We want to work hard. We want to strive. We want to sacrifice. We want to push the boundaries of life for this shit. Money doesn't matter at the end of life. We all have different philosophies of money. And my philosophy is that we're willing to sell our empathy, our kindness, our humanity for something that is make-believe. In society, this matters. But if you go out to the middle of the Atlantic Ocean and you're drowning and you have $300 million in your bank account, this doesn't matter. And what I'm trying to express to you is that a lot of the things that we do, and I get it. Before I even go on, let me just explain it. I get it. The economy fucking sucks. We're struggling just to make ends meet. Groceries. I went to Target yesterday. I just bought cleaning supplies. Almost $100. I get it. I'm with you. But when somebody that you care about dies, how much does that funeral cost? How much does the casket cost? How much does the embalming, the flower arrangements, the couple of days in the funeral, the church, the cemetery, the plot? You don't care about that when it comes down to a loved one. This matters. I get it. But at what point do we as people say, you know what? I have more than I ever need. You have people that want to skip being a great thousandaire to be a multi-millionaire. If you're making $4, $5, $6, $800,000 a year, isn't that enough money? Why do you need 7 cars, 7 big ass houses in different places around the world when you can only be in one place at one time? So what I'm trying to tell you here, to get back to the point, with these videos, I am going to show you that no matter how hard I work, doesn't matter. If I feel good about something, if I feel good that I'm making progress, I don't need to monetize it to feel like, oh yeah, I'm reaching it, I'm making it. Sometimes we get so blinded by chasing money that we lose track about what matters in life. And I'm telling you, yes, financial security is extremely important. Paying off your debt, realizing your dreams, taking your family on a vacation, being able to help your family members or help a friend. I get that. It matters. But all of us, at some point, we lose sight of what life is about. We lose our happiness because we see what's good on social media. But here, this right here, for the majority of your time, it's gonna be boring, and we hate that. And if you don't believe me, look at some of the restaurants and some of the experiences you have gone to based off social media. And when you get there, you're like, it looked better on Instagram. It was much better on TikTok. I saw this on YouTube, but what you're seeing on social media, they're clean edits. They have great music. They make you feel good. But if you don't feel good by yourself, if you don't feel good here with the people that truly care about you, what are you doing? Anyway, this is day 3. This is the work. This is reality. And I'm just going to tell you from this point forward, if this ever comes from these videos, I don't know what I'm going to do. But I know that there's a point in my life that I know what enough money is enough money for me. It's not a figure. Can I buy food? Can I help people? Can I make this world a little bit better with this? I don't need a Ferrari. I don't need a Lambo. I don't need this mansion on Sunny Isles or a condo on Miami Beach. Materialism doesn't move me. And I know that I'm going to take some burn for this. This is not a popular video. I'm okay with that because I need to be real with myself. I promise you, I remember that I couldn't go to the bank back in 2020. I couldn't go to the bank, or 2019, for a matter of fact, 2019. I remember that. I will never forget that feeling that I had when I was able to change my life, not because of money, but because I started looking at life a little bit differently. Anyway, I gotta get back to work. This is day 3. See you later.